welcome to Nona's Here. I'm Nona, and I'm so glad you joined me today. Today is a special day as I am joining in the collaboration of crafting our napkin stash. And I have 4 very easy, fun and easy crafting projects of using my napkin stash. But first, I want to introduce our hosts. Our hosts are Sunflowers DIY and Lolly D's Creations. I'll be sure and have the links to their channels down below in the description box. You'll want to check them out, and also the playlist of all the other clever creators who are joining in today. You might get some great ideas of how to craft your stash of napkins. So I want to get over to the crafting table and show you what my 4 projects are. But before I do, I want to ask you to please, if you haven't done so yet, subscribe to my channel, hit that bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a video. Comment down below. I really love reading your comments. Share my video, that really helps. And if you like my video, I sure would appreciate a thumbs up. Okay, enough chatting, but thanks again to Sunflowers DIY and our other host, Lolly D's Creations, for allowing me to join in today. All right, over to my crafting table. DIY number 1. I'm going to use this sign board that I got at Dollar Tree, and I'm going to cut off the rope hanger there. I also am going to use this hello sign that I got at Dollar Tree and this pretty flowered napkin. First thing I did was I taped off the wooden border of the sign, and I'm going to paint the hello sign and the base of the sign with my plaster chalk paint. So I've done that, and now I'm going to separate my napkin using only the top sheet, and I'm going to put a coat of Mod Podge down, and then I'm going to lay the top layer of the napkin down on the base of the sign. Very carefully. I'm going to smooth it down with my hands from the center out and try and get as many bubbles and creases out as I possibly can. And I'm going to try and crease it along the edges and the top, and I have it matched exactly down to the bottom. So I'm just pressing it down gently to get the bubbles and the creases out, and then I will take my Mod Podge and put another layer on top of the napkins using my sponge brush. I will let that dry overnight. Then I'll take the hello sign, and using the middle part of the napkin that doesn't have any flowers on it, because I thought I could use that for the hello sign in the middle of the sign, but as it turned out, it got lost in the floral pattern, so I had to do something else. But I'll show you that I did use the middle part of the napkin. I'm showing you there. I took the middle part of the napkin that didn't have the flowers, and I put that on the hello sign. Then I cut around it, and I used the burning technique on top of a cookie sheet and burned off the excess napkin, which is a new trick that I just learned, which is really nifty keen. But when I put the hello sign on the base of the sign, it just got lost. You really couldn't see it. So what I did was, okay, so there it is. The next day it's dried. But see, when I put the hello sign on there, it just got lost in the floral pattern. So I took some acrylic purple petunia, I think it was called, acrylic paint, and I painted the hello sign. And the way I got the rest of the napkin off, I used my, what's that called, pen, the real sharp needle pen, X-Acto knife, and trimmed off the edges of the napkin. Then I sprayed it with my clear acrylic spray, used E6000 glue, put a hanger on the back, and attached my purple hello sign. And there it is, all finished. Tell me what you think of it in the comments below. DIY number 2. All right, for this one I used a wooden heart from the Dollar Tree, some red, white, and blue napkins, one in the American heart and one with stars. Again, I painted the heart using my chalk paint and let that dry, and some Mod Podge. So I kind of laid out the napkins how I wanted it to look. So the first thing I laid on was the red, white, and blue flag napkin. And so I Mod Podged that on first because I sort of wanted that to be the main point. And then I filled in all the other parts with the star napkin and then did the burning trick and burned off all the excess napkins. That worked real nicely. Then I took my sanding block and smoothed off all the edges, nice and smooth. That worked real well. So then I took my acrylic spray and sprayed it. Then I had this decor piece that I had gotten at the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to use the heart in the middle using my E6000 glue again, and I glued that right into the center of the heart, just like that. Then I had a bow from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to E6000 glue that on the bottom. Then I had some red and white baker's thread that I'm going to make a hanger for at the top. I'm going to double it up and make a little hanger at the top. And that is going to be my napkin decoupage red, white, and blue heart decor. DIY number 3. Moving on. Okay, for this one I'm using a crate from the Dollar Tree, and once again I'm going to paint it with my Waverly paint on all 4 sides. And again I'm using my red, white, and blue napkins, the one with the American flag, which I'm going to put on the long side of the crate, and the stars on the short side of the crate, using my Mod Podge and my foam brush. So I'm just going to decoupage them on there, nice and easy, just like that, smoothing it out from the center out with my fingers. And then I'll do the same thing with the stars on the edges. And then I think I must have forgotten to video. I took some of the plaster Waverly chalk paint, and I went over the entire crate and just dry brushed it a little bit. And you'll see that in the end, but I think I forgot to videotape that. I was just so into my craft. You know how it is. We crafters kind of get into the zone and we forget to videotape things. I thought I had the videotape on and I didn't. So anyway, there I am. I'm putting the flag part on the long sides of the rectangular crate, and I'll be putting the stars on the short side. Then I'm going to take some styrofoam and fit it into the crate itself, and stick some flowers in there, which I'll show you in just a minute. Okay, there we go. See, I had dry brush the sides of that. So now I'm taking the styrofoam and I'm going to jigsaw the styrofoam so it'll fit inside the crate. And this takes a little bit of sawing till I get it just right so it'll fit in there just like I want it to. Nope, not yet, Nona. Little bit more shaving. There we go. You know, sometimes it fits exactly and other times you got to go back and recut it. Okay, almost, a little bit more. Okay, now we need to put some on top there and some on the side. Okay, a little bit more. There we go. Okay, it's all jigsawed in there. That's great. Now I've got these red, white, and blue flowers from Dollar Tree, so I'm going to cut those apart and I'm going to stick those in there into the styrofoam and make it look real pretty. And then I had an American flag that I got in a pack of 3 and I put that in there, and there it is, all finished with my napkins decoupaged around the crate. And there I'm showing you the ends with the stars. DIY number 4. Onward. All right, for this one I have one of those styrofoam wreath forms, and I've got this pretty plain blue napkins, which I'm going to tear apart. I can actually use both parts of the napkin. I'm going to Mod Podge them around the wreath form, a little bit at a time. And I've done 2 coats here and let them dry thoroughly between the coats. And I've done 2 coats, but you can still see some of the green coming through. So for the 3rd coat, I tore the napkins into strips, and I'm going to put the strips on one by one over the wreath form and make sure everything's really covered. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry overnight so it's completely dry, and the next morning it is completely dry. So now I'm ready to put my flowers on. Again, using these are the carnations, red, white, and blue carnations from Dollar Tree. And here's the thing, the napkins were really hard, so I had to use my Cricut tool, which I use a lot for a lot of different things, to make holes to stick the flowers in. Okay, it was really tough to get holes through those decoupage napkins. You'd be surprised. All right, so I put flowers around like, I don't know, 2/3 of the wreath form. And then I took the American flag from that decor piece you saw before where I'd used the heart, took a pretty blue ribbon and made a hanger and glued that on the back. And so there is my blue napkin wreath decoupaged with the blue napkins, with the American flag hanging down the center and my red, white, and blue carnations along the one side. All right, that's my crafts for craft our napkin stash. So tell me what you think and which one is your favorite. Is your favorite the first one with the floral napkins and the purple hello? Or is your favorite the heart with the red, white, and blue flag and stars? Or is your favorite the crate with the red, white, and blue flowers and flag? Or is your favorite the wreath with the blue napkins and the red, white, and blue flowers? Thanks so much for visiting me today, and I hope to see you again very soon at Nona's Here. Bye!